Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Quarantine Etiquette with the Royal Butler and the Royal Dash, and it's episode 37. Do many of you have fireplaces or fires? Hopefully some of you are saying yes, and we thought it would be quite fun to show you the correct way to lay your fire. Now there's a technique to this. As a butler, I was trained in this very fine art, and the Dashants are very good assistants, and that's what we're going to demonstrate to do. It should be enlightening. When it comes to cleaning the fireplace and laying the fire, something you do need is a fireplace. And here is mine. I had it on last night, so I'm now going to clean it out, show you how to do this. Hopefully the Dashants will give a bit of an assistance, and then we'll start laying it. First thing I do is remove any pieces of wood that's still in the fire. And then I start brushing inside, just trying to get the ash to go through the grate as best I can. If you've got coal in here, obviously that won't go through, that's not a problem, but just try to get all the ash to go down. This can be slightly dusty, so it's a good idea not to have dust your sitting room or your drawing room before you do this. When you finally got all the ash to go through, you'll be left with some of the coal, and I tend to leave that because I'm going to build the fire on top of it, and it's excellent for helping to get the fire going. Now, sometimes these cannot be moved and you've got to clean around them. Luckily, I can take this one out and I move it to the side. And then I'm going to brush the back of the fireplace. As it's a small fireplace, this is easy to do. Again, it's not something you have to, it's just something I like to do. And then I'm going to start brushing the ashes into a corner. And then once you've got the ash all on one side into the corner as best you can, it's time to start scooping it up. So I put in my little fire bucket, which is obviously metal. Do not use a plastic one. And another little important note is make sure when you do this, the fire has cooled down. You don't want to be doing this with hot embers in there. Then with this little shovel, I'm going to pick up the ashes very carefully and then put them in the bucket. Try to do this as slowly as possible so that you don't make too much dust. And this can now be removed outside. Now I'm going to put this back in where it was, about there, and then the last bit of tidying up to be done round here is to brush up any mess you may have made. Peppy, you coming to give a hand? Peppy, do you want to give me a hand? Wonderful. Do you want to hold the... No? Okay. She obviously doesn't like getting her hands dirty, or her paws, I should say. Do you approve of what I've done? Do you approve of how I've cleaned it? Wonderful, there's a team inspection going on, just what we like. Well done. Okay, so I've obviously got Shumba's newspaper from the other day, and I'm going to take a piece and scrunch it into a ball, nice tight ball, just like that, and that is then ready to go in the fire. So that looks absolutely amazing, thank you. Is that it done? That's such a good job. Actually better than how I would do it, so yes, very good. That was a fantastic effort by the Dashants, and now I've just been in the garden. I've got a few sticks, and I'm going to show you how we position these in the fireplace. And I've asked Imwa if he'll bring another couple, so hopefully he'll be along in a second with a few more sticks. Wonderful, that's a great selection of sticks that Amber has just brought in for me, and I'm now going to show you how we place these on the fire. And then what we do is we place the sticks at an angle like that, and I'll probably put about 3 that way, and then what you're going to do is the opposite way, you're going to put another 3 that way. So make a kind of grill, if you like. And then the next ones will go on top, in between the spaces you've created underneath. And then this little last one, I'll just place it there. This is done in this method because when you light the paper from underneath, the flames have obviously got space to breathe, so they can come up through the sticks and hopefully catch the sticks and everything as the flames spread. And then when you light the fire, some people like to put the actual big pieces of wood on now or put the coal on now. What's the most sensible way to do this is to put the wood on after you've lit it. So you'll light this first, let the flames actually draw through, and then put the wood or the coal on. You can put wood and coal. The coal can help keep the flames going, but obviously the wood burns quite quickly, coal is slower. So it's whatever works for you personally, but this is the most sensible, quickest and easiest way to lay your fire, and I promise you it will work. You'll be very impressed. And there we go, that's how you lit up your fire. It's that simple, as demonstrated by myself and of course the Royal Dachshunds. They're very intelligent, aren't they? Right, the last thing to do is we're going to light the fire and we'll all sit around it and enjoy the ambience while watching the fire, and probably enjoying a little glass of port or something later on.